Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the April 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Libra. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages they receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the month of April. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We also are going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But let's go ahead and get started. Again, column number 1 is what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So last few weeks or month. Pulling a quick summary affirmation card here for you. We have the card, I will fight. I don't necessarily love this, Libra, but it's just kind of the reality of life. There are times where we have to fight harder for the things that we want, fight harder for things we need, desire. I wish that not everything had to be a fight, but again, sometimes that's just the reality. But it's also good to see us fighting for the things that we're truly passionate for. So I do feel like you were doing that little extra fight, that little extra push these last few weeks or month to accomplish or obtain or move closer to those things that you are hoping for. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what other messages we have coming through in this section. And see what messages we come up with. First up, we have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is a card of reflecting. It's very nostalgic. It's like looking back at things that have happened to this point. I always like this because it's like using the past to guide us forward, which can be really important with the 6 of Cups. This can also be a card of receiving a gift, though. So there could have been some unexpected gift coming through. But again, I feel like this is more about the reflection, where you've been and fighting to where you want to go. But perhaps you had like a surprise Venmo for coffee, flowers, some sort of unexpected gift. This sounds odd, but I think some of you might have gotten a new house plant. But it could be some gifts for some of you in the last few weeks. The next card that we have is the 10 of Cups. For those of you that have watched my readings before, you know the 10 of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. It's a card of everything wonderful. It's total love, total support, contentment. I like this. So although you're pushing forward, you're trying to reach this sense of contentment. You're trying to reach your nirvana, which I like to see. Again, using the past to push us forward, fighting for what we want. I think there's a sense of contentment now, but it's like moving into even greater contentment, if that's a thing. So it's like advancing yourself forward, even though we're already in a good situation, which I also love to see. We always want progress, no matter the situation. The 10 of Cups can be a card of good health too. So if you haven't been feeling very good lately, this is a good health card too. So hopefully you are feeling better with that 10 of Cups. At the bottom here, we have the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is a card of heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression. This is kind of low feelings. This is still grieving, still working to get over something. So there could have been some emotions these last few weeks, those, again, kind of grieving or low feelings still. So continued healing. That is one of the nice things about the 3 of Swords, although it's low feelings. It also is an indicator of pulling the heart from your own, or pulling the sword from your own heart, and doing some additional healing. So I do feel like there could have been some feelings, but those feelings also led to healing, which is great to see for you. But something we're still getting over at the bottom there, it seems. Okay. At the top here, we have the Queen of Pentacles as our first clarifier. This is a card of being really resourceful. This is about using our resources in the right way. I love this. This means that, again, you're fighting for the right things. You're putting your time, your energy, your money, your resources into the right place. So it's really great validation there for you, Libra. The other thing with this, too, is like, one of our resources may be our past experiences, and it seems like we're leaning in heavy on the things that we used to know, the things we've done before to help guide us forward, which is great. Again, those memories, those experiences are also a resource that are being leveraged right now. This is a good card for relationships too. Again, that kind of surprise gift I would imagine came from like a significant other or a close friend, but definitely some relationship ties with the Queen of Pentacles there. The next card that we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change. I love this. You're making progress and you're making progress quickly. I'm not sure if you know that or not, so I'm glad I'm able to share that with you in case you weren't aware. It's always nice to know too that the fight is worthwhile, that you're making progress in general. But again, this is quick progress. Also, the cold or the illness being short-lived too, so we like to see that. But a lot of times you can't make like big jumps in contentment, so this is really nice and neat energy to see, Libra, that you're able to make progress on something as significant as like contentment there. So that's awesome there. And at the bottom here we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of friendship. So there could be some grieving around friendship or somebody, again, that was close to you. The Three of Cups, though, is also a card of circle of support. So potentially, as you were grieving or having some of these low feelings, there was a great circle of support there as you work through those feelings and work through the healing. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general what's coming for the month of April. We have the card, I Will Forgive. So potentially some forgiveness that needs to happen. The thing that I find intriguing about this card is sometimes we're forgiving ourselves, sometimes we're forgiving others, sometimes we're forgiving situations. It's not always forgiving another person. Of course it can be, but I think a lot of times we miss the forgiving of ourselves. So when I see this card, a lot of times it's forgiving ourselves for something. But let's go and take a look and see what we've got coming for April, or any highlights of April I can share with you here, messages you need to know going into it. First up we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic. This is kind of an odd message, but as always I'll throw it out there for you, Libra. If you ever find yourself like kind of having a foggy day, don't make any decisions or anything of that sort. Like, I'm getting that we need to be very clear thinking this month. So if you're ever feeling like it's not clear, like, don't push yourself to do extra or put yourself in a situation where you have to make a critical decision. Again, that's kind of a strange message, but clear thinking is really important this month. So make sure that we have a good, clear thinking before we make any big moves or make any big decisions. The next card that we have is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a card of being very free-spirited and being very creative. We're entering into a new period where you have a new sense of freedom. And I'm trying to pinpoint down kind of what aspect of life this is, but I feel like it's going to vary for each of you. But it's like you have a new freedom in a part of your life that you haven't had before. Relationship, work, diet, exercise, hobbies. I'm not quite sure. Again, I can't pinpoint it down, probably because it varies for everybody. But there's a new aspect or part of life that you have new freedom or new creative ability over that you didn't have before. And it's really exciting. I feel like we need to capitalize on this new creativity, this new freedom in this area. We're going to clarify and see what else I can give you there. And at the bottom here, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. Again, if you're not feeling clear-minded one day, don't make any big decisions or put yourself in those big situations. The High Priestess is also very spiritual, so you're very in tune. So make sure you're listening, make sure you're feeling. Like, again, if you don't feel right one day, that's okay. You don't need to overdo it that day or push yourself to have a quote-unquote normal day. It's okay to have a quieter day or a day that you take it easy, so just listen to yourself there. And then this is like fueling the fire. So where are we passionate right now? And trusting your intuition, trusting your gut as to where we need to spend more time, what we need to take advantage of or capitalize on here. But let's take a look and clarify this column here. First, we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card of balance and harmony. You've probably watched my readings before and you know I love the Temperance card. We all always need more balance and harmony, so I get so excited when we see Temperance. This is also a card though of like patience and self-control and moderation. So again, we don't have to have a big day every day. So if you don't feel good one day, have a quiet day, have an easy day, Libra. You'll be glad you did. So having that kind of balance and moderation with yourself. The next card that we have is the Moon card. The Moon card is a card of unseen change. And I want to clarify this because it's not typical of meaning. So if you're familiar with the Moon card, but it's like, I don't even know that you have this additional freedom or flexibility yet. And that seems so weird to me. So you kind of need to like go through, and I don't think that testing the waters is the right way to see it, but it's like you have more flexibility and more control in one of these areas of your life, but you don't realize it yet. So that's the unseen. So there's something unseen where you can have more flexibility, you can have more creativity, more freedom. So you kind of do some checking and poking around in each area of your life. Again, this is like lighting the fire. It's something we're really passionate about, but you don't see it right now. So we need to go looking for it. And then at the bottom here, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very bold, very powerful, very charming. Again, you have a lot of control, but we don't necessarily see, and I always like being careful with the control word because it feels so strong. But again, there is a lot of like control or power in a situation, but I don't know that we see it yet. So do make sure you do some checking around and find it out. That makes sense on the High Priestess too. That's kind of like mystery. So again, we're just not seeing it at the moment. So go looking for this thing because this card makes us feel really good, but we haven't found it yet. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, Libra, which is anything related to money. We have a card. It says, what is your money color? Pay attention to the colors you are wearing when you attract the most abundance. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. First, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, you're taking on some sort of new project, job, responsibility. That is like clear as day message. You are taking on some sort of new responsibility. We're going to look into that now, but again, new project, new job role. Maybe you're getting a new employee. Something new coming for you though. The next card that we have is the Lover's card. The Lover's card, of course, is a card of love. And when I see it in the money column, people are always like, well, if we're talking about money, why is a love card in here? Well, the Lover's card is a card of partnership, and it's also potentially a decision card. So be thinking in terms of partnership. There could be a partnership that's especially important as it relates to career or money this month, so we'll need to keep an eye on that. But also there could be some sort of decision that needs to happen here. It's almost like you're going to be given the option if you want this new thing or not. And I hate to say it this way, but I feel like you need to take it because it'll be good for growth and where you want to go long term. So you might not be necessarily passionate about it. It's kind of one of those things we need to do. But let me clarify that. At the bottom here, we have the Eight of Coins. The Eight of Coins is a card of mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. It's about putting in the hard work, but the nice thing about the Eight of Coins is once we put in the hard work, then we reap the benefits of it. So again, I don't know that we want this new thing per se, but it will benefit us long term. So I think we do need to make the decision to take on this new thing. You'll probably, I think, because the Eight of Coins also is like an enjoyment card, so I think you'll end up enjoying it once you're in it, but it's not something at face value that you might be super attracted to. Okay, moving on to our clarifiers. First up, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of rivalry, obstacles, challenges. I think this new thing looks like a challenge. It's different than what we know, and anytime we have to do something other than what we know, it's a little bit harder. We are like humans by nature, like to do the things that we know. We like to do the things that are easy. So again, it's just like coming through as a challenge. So that could be what is kind of off-putting about it. But again, I do think that we need to say yes to it. The next card that we have is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration. So this is like accomplishment. So I think we'll be really successful in it. Again, even though it will be something new, it will be a challenge. But this is like a finish line. This is celebration here. So I think it'll be really good for you. This is also, though, another partnership card. So don't let partnership go by the wayside too much. Both the Lover's card and the Four of Wands is partnership. At the bottom here, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is new job, raise, some sort of money news. So again, this is going to pay off in a tangible, physical money way. It'll lead to a new job. It'll lead to a bonus. It'll lead to a promotion. It will lead to more money. So again, I think we need to say yes there. Okay, looking at our next column now, we're going to talk about anything related to love. We have the card, it says forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. I just want to point it out, you do have 2 forgiveness cards here. I know we haven't had a lot of forgiveness messages, but you have 2 big cards saying forgiveness this month. So don't lose sight of that, Libra. First up though in the love column, which is anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, we have the Magician card. This is about creating. I think we're creating a new friendship. We're creating a new lover. You could be creating a person perhaps if you're trying to grow your family. But we're creating something new in terms of love. But I would say likely forgiveness needs to happen before something new comes in. But with this new opportunity, I see a lot of happiness and joy and success. I know it's weird to think about having a successful relationship, but it's very much so a thing. But with the Sun card, it's such raw, genuine, true happiness and joy. So I love to see that. Whatever this new thing is, it's bringing happiness, it's bringing joy, which is great to see. And at the bottom here, we have the Page of Cups. This is new love. So again, I'm not sure if for some of you this is friendship. This could be a new love interest. This could be a baby, a dog, an animal. But there's definitely something new here that we are so happy and so overjoyed about. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the 6 of Wands. Again, it sounds so weird to say successful relationship, but that's a real thing. The 6 of Wands is victory, award, recognition, good news, success. Again, it's winning. So I love this. Whatever this new thing is, it's so positive and so successful, full of happiness and joy. We have the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is moving away from something. So we are moving away from something and into something new. But again, I think that's more about the forgiveness, and it's moving away from the past events, the past hurt, the past relationships, and into this new. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. Typically, Ace of Pentacles is new money. But again, this is this new relationship, baby, marriage, proposal, friend, pet, whatever it may be. So really liking that love column too. Such genuine, raw, true happiness there. Okay, taking a look at our 5th and final column now, we have the card, I am worthy. Of this affirmation deck, this is probably my favorite because it's such a good reminder that you are worthy of anything and all things that you want, how wonderful you are. Sometimes we really doubt ourselves and potentially doubt our worthiness. So such a great reminder with the worthiness card. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what messages we've got in this last column. First, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, this is a fast-paced lifestyle change, so something happening quickly here. So expect things to move quick in the month of April. The next card that we have is the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins is super resourceful. This is about putting your resources, your time, your energy, your money, your thoughts into the right place. Just make sure, because things are moving fast, that you have all of your ducks in a row. The Queen of Coins is also a relationship card, which makes total sense. We had such a good relationship column there for you, Libra. At the bottom here, we have the Queen of Wands. This is about being confident and self-assured. So more than anything, though, this is like a readiness card. So things are moving quickly. And again, make sure you have your ducks in a row. Up first, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of nurturing. It's supporting. It's almost like you need to prepare to support yourself how quickly things are going. So it's like doing that pre-work, doing that preparation leading up to this quick event. The next card that we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is this thing that we want. This is, again, a relationship card, very much so. We have that message coming through multiple times. But this is the new thing. This is the opportunity, whether it's relationship or just an opportunity of a different sort. So being ready for this opportunity. At the bottom here, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is, again, putting in the hard work and reaping the benefits. So put in that hard work now to get yourself ready, just because this is going to happen so fast you won't have a lot of time to prepare along the way. Okay, at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Eight of Diamonds. This is number 44 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the Six of Spades. This is a number 29 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the Ace of Diamonds. This is number 9 card. This one's also a no. So 3 no's across the board, Libra. Hopefully you were looking for no answers there. We're going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of April. Your crystal this month is Ruby, which is good for joy of living, lust. It's very spontaneous, helps give you momentum and passion. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Libra, your healing note says, when you can't remember why you were hurt, that is when you are healed. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Libra, and I hope you have a wonderful April.